Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone, to the Legacy of Mythal campaign. So, last week, the heroes fought valiantly against the Worm Speakers, Resmir and Galvin, but both Alamir and Luna went down before Jinx was able to catch Resmir within the thrall of a hypnotic pattern spell. With his companion incapacitated, Galvin opened a dimension door and pulled Resmir through it, and they were gone. Smock healed both Alamir and Luna, bringing them back into consciousness. As the City Watch, reinforcements arrived with two mages. The party answered questions and were taken into the Temples district to meet with Grand Duke Uldur Ravengard. Uldur and the group shared information back and forth about the cult, and the Grand Duke promised to have copies of reports that he had been getting for the past 6 months sent to them in the morning. He also agreed to let the cult wagons leave with the caravan so that the heroes could travel with them and try to learn more about the organization's current operations. The next morning, they received the report copies, and Alamir was able to discern a clear change in focus for the cult that had halted most of their other operations while conducting more raids as they headed further west towards the coast. Then they went to Blackgate and met with Akin Celeban and found 5 cult wagons joining with 9 merchants and 10 wagons to form an unusually large caravan. Alamir was hired as a teamster and the rest were all hired as guards, and so the group is set to leave with the caravan in the next morning. And that is where we rejoin our story. It is around 9 p.m. at night at the Elfsong Tavern, and the place is still busy with the end of the week crowd who are drinking and listening to music. And I would assume, with as busy as it is, we'd probably have Jinx doing some sets, playing some music, telling stories. Are the rest of you? What are the rest of you doing on this last evening before a long trip north?
So just a question. He used Dimension Door?
Yep.
Dimension Door is a single person spell.
You can pull one person of your size or smaller through it.
Okay. And he has to only go to a spot he can see within 300 feet.
It's 500
And
feet.
you guys didn't see him?
No.
No, I'm reading the spell.
Is it 300? Okay.
You teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range. You arrive exactly there. 300 feet.
Yep.
No. Yeah. Okay. I just didn't know it was the smaller creature with you. That's all. I was just questioning. Sorry, I wasn't here last time.
No problem.
We can't kill off the big bad ugly guys just yet.
No, that's fine. I just didn't know if he had to be a willing person, because some spells require a willing person to, you have to be willing to go. And if he was dazed, I don't know if he would have been able to pull him through, even. So that's all I was wondering.
Don't worry, we'll find him again. You can talk to him about it.
You can ask him. So how did that work? How did you do that?
I just hope I at least stunned him a few times with my fists.
You actually had only just gotten down to ground level when they did that. You didn't. You hadn't quite joined the fight.
You should.
It's only taken me one round. I have slow fall.
You were not on the.
I could have just jumped straight down.
It is range 500 feet. It is 500 feet, and but the 300 feet is a 45-degree angle. They're just giving you different. It depends on the angle that you're doing, but if it's lateral, it's 500 feet.
Gotcha.
And actually, it doesn't have to be a place you can see. It can be a place that you know. If you've been there and you can visualize it, you can dimension go to it. It doesn't have to be where you can see. All right. Yeah. So, all right. So, as the evening goes on, a familiar face walks through the door. I need to get back here.
That familiar face.
A familiar face.
Through the door?
Norm!
Through the door of the Elfsong Tavern. It is
Where we're at the night before we're leaving.
Yep, it's the night before. Baldur's Gate. And you see Shafiri. So Shafiri walks through the door and comes straight over and sits down. Well, so how did your meeting go with the Grand Duke?
Pretty good. He came around to our way of thinking.
Very good. Very good. So, I hear you are all ready to go in the morning with the caravan.
Yes, we believe so.
Well, I wish you luck finding out more from those people. Just be careful, especially after yesterday. Obviously, more of your faces are well known.
Are you not joining us?
No.
With a smile.
I must stay here. There is no other eyes and ears here, keeping an eye on what is happening within this very this hub of activity. So, but I do have a message, some information for you that I received from Abslin.
Not Greenest. Where was he from?
Abslin is is from the Twilight Tower.
Okay.
In Burdusk. He's the halfling.
Okay,
Actually,
got it. Yep.
Who you last saw in El Terrell.
Okay.
So, and he is the seneschal, or basically he's the person who has all the information about various. He's the one who takes care of the logistics for the Harpers.
Okay, we were Burdusk before we went into Greenest. Burdusk was the one that was the town was being. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And then
yeah.
he.
I'm still there.
Yep. And then he's the one who, well, actually, then he showed up in El Terrell when you were there too. So, so he says that given where you are going, you will end up in the Mere of Dead Men, north of Waterdeep, and there is an old chapel there, a site that has been used by the organization for decades to store items of power for use when they are needed. It is one of the caches of magic that Abslin uses to supply operatives. And it seems that not long after about, I guess he says it's been about 12 years ago, some powerful force invaded and made this place its home, and no one has been able to successfully access the stash since then.
Where again? I'm sorry. I'm looking on the map.
So right now, let's open the map up.
Mm-hmm.
So right now you are in Baldur's Gate, and you are traveling north to Waterdeep, and from Waterdeep, before you get to Neverwinter, which actually the road to Neverwinter is closed. They're working on reopening it.
Okay.
And
because of that, is there a detour? Meaning we have to go to the northeast instead of the northwest?
No, because the place you're going to is right there on the edge of the Mirror of Dead Men, next to the Sword Mountains.
Okay.
And so she's saying that this cache is in the Mirror of Dead Men.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
So, and there is, in fact, and she pulls out a piece of parchment and hands you a map. And I believe I put this in. Yes. So she hands you this map, and it is really just she has sketched a general outline, which I'm giving you something a little more detailed, but basically she gives you a hand-drawn version of this map.
Okay.
This is where this shows where the castle Nertar is within the Mirror of Dead Men. The path there from the roadhouse, which is the last effective stop along the high road. And there you can see relatively close these chapel ruins. It is up to you, but if you care to go there and see if you can take care of whatever is has taken over the chapel, there are items there that could be of help to you.
Yeah, we gotta abandon our. Do we have to abandon our sentry driver duties and all that?
Oh, I forgot.
That I
You
did
guys
not
are-
know.
We just say we're doing a scouting mission ahead.
Yeah, we'll be back in 5 hours. Give us 5. Water the horses.
If we could plan a good campsite around the area, we might be able to make that work.
It is, well, any way that you think you may be able to do it. What Absalon says is that he just simply asks you just to remember that this is a shared
It's here.
cache. It is resources for many people. And he says that you are welcome to take any one magic item and one potion each from the cache. And plus, in addition to that, he says there are a number of bags of holding, and you may take another one of those if that might help you.
Have a bandolier of bags of holding. Got it.
He also says to understand if there is ever any magic items that you do not use, please do not sell them, but rather give them back to the hoppers so that they may be saved and given to others who may use them. That is how we keep these caches and save on the costs of acquiring and distributing magic items.
It's understood.
So she sits and has some drinks, listens to some music, and then she leaves.
You know, just estimating that, looking at that map, I don't think we could do that in a night. I think that's probably
That's not a
20
run.
to 30-mile round trip
In a marsh.
in a marsh.
Yeah.
I don't think we could abandon our duties without.
That's a day.
That's more than a day. Assuming we didn't get lost.
Would they be able? Now, a question: would we be able to, for those of us that aren't utilizing our horses, be able to put our horses on to be pulled along the way?
On the wagons?
Yeah, to
Yeah.
travel with us.
So you just have
You tether them.
the horse on the corner of the wagon and
Just making sure, 'cause some of us aren't riding one. So.
Yep.
Okay.
At some point, I actually have a map showing the entire caravan and how that's all set up, and I have your horse attached to the wagon right on the corner behind you.
Okay. And we're leaving. I'm guessing, dawn.
Yep.
Leave it dusk if you'd
dawn.
like. We can vampires.
You only travel from dusk to dawn.
Don't go to Mexico. Sorry. There's a big vampire colony apparently. Dawn, dusk, right? Dawn. Pick one.
Done. At dawn.
Okay. Then I'm gonna get a good night's sleep. That's me. I'm gonna be driving all day.
Yep. All right. So.
But before I go to bed, I am gonna send a message to my mom through the earring, explaining we are heading up towards, giving her an idea of where we're going from and to. I know it can only be 25 words, 20 words, something like that.
Yeah, it's sending is 25. Pretty sure.
Okay, it's just basically going to be leaving tomorrow, heading up towards Neverwinter, driving caravan. Wish us luck. Love you. Tell hi to Pops. So, just something that she knows where we are.
Yep, and she sends back a generic a message.
An emoji.
Familiar. Yeah. Be safe. Take care of yourself.
Gotcha.
Have fun.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna wherever I'm in a room, back to the wall, between the window and the wall, facing the door, and taking my time. I'm gonna get a full rest of 4 hours. Whatever.
All right.
Now, quick question: who is suffering from poisoned?
No one is.
Okay, good.
That's
I'll
okay.
make sure.
Yep. All right. Then next morning, you gather. You meet up with the caravan and begin heading out. So this is the first day that you see everyone gathered together. All of the various people, the guards, all of the teamsters and the guards for the cult. Most of the cultists are kind of, they're not dressed in regalia. They're dressed, like they were in the raid, trying to look normal, but many of them have hoods pulled up, just kind of keeping to themselves.
They're showing themselves off, all having the exact same kind of shield.
We know which one to shoot at. Okay.
It's another mostly sunny day. Looks like it's going to be it's going to be around a little cooler than normal in the low 60s, with a moderate wind. A nice brisk day in late spring as the caravan heads out. So the one person you immediately meet, and this would be for, let me just pull this up here.
Before we do go, I want to make sure he's checking all of his own bindings. He's checking all of his own tie downs, pins, everything for his own cart.
Okay.
He's not believing somebody else did it.
Right.
And he's also going to throw on top of his robes, he's going to throw on a coverall, not a cloak, or like a parka, something that gives him the wind
Poncho.
reflection. A poncho, there you go. A poncho
There you
that he can wear and remove really quickly. That's all. And he's not hiding his face either. He doesn't care.
But it's a good question. Is anyone doing anything special with how they look?
I cannot maintain this guy's self for 35 days. Or all of you either, just saying.
Yeah, it actually would be it's going to be like a total of 60 days.
I was trying to do it fast.
No. If anybody brings any attention to it, I would just
Deflect and
deflect,
deceive.
and basically talk and make it, point to somebody else and try to point something else out that was questionable to the person, so they would not focus on me.
Very good. So in particular, Alamir and Luna. So
Because we're in the middle of it.
since there was there was a second guard position open after you two got hired, and so you meet the other guard, who happens to be, aside from the two leaders, besides the six of you, counting Hef, the two leaders of the cult wagons. She is the only other person with a horse, other than the horses that are drawing the caravans.
While we're prepping these horses, prepping these caravanny things, I'm going to go up to Smock and I'm going to ask him specifically, can he go up and down using his finger nibbler's ability to see who's what? And we're looking for, a little bit on the not so nice side, who we need to watch out for. Is that something that you can continuously pulse as you go down this caravan? Because how many total? 15 total wagons? This is a long caravan.
Yes, even and the way that it's set up is it's two on the road. The road is wide enough. You can easily do two abreast, or with one in the front, and then the rest of the caravan is two abreast, so that you keep relatively close together.
So is that something that you could do, Smock? Especially with the new person who just showed up, supposedly
Yes.
guarding me?
Yes.
What their intentions? Okay. And once you say yes, I totally forget what I was doing and go back to the wagon. Hey, cat. Hi.
And somehow I don't see that I set her up with
I have a cat. Meow.
with a handout. How did I do that?
Oh, nope, no buttholes.
How did I do that? All right.
Muffler.
Sorry about that. One sec.
No, it's okay.
So Smock, you are using
Divine sense.
Divine Sense, yes.
Yep. And I get 4 uses, and it lasts a whole turn.
60 feet. If you're going on your horse, 10 feet of 6 seconds.
Oh no, I do have her in here. How come I didn't see it? Okay, cool. I'm good.
That's the only thing.
Okay, so you go up and down Divine Sense. Pretty sure the gargoyle pings to you, but you expected that. Aside from that, the cultists ping various degrees of evil.
Hallow spell. Celestial, fiend, undead.
You don't get any of the others. So the majority of these people are human, half elf, dwarf.
Whenever Smock is done, my one dude who got added to me as a guard to this caravan, this wagon, I want to small talk. I'm not just pure small talk with him. I want to see what I'm getting from him as small talk.
Her name is Kashara.
Okay, her name, not him. Her. Okay, Shara.
Yep.
Write that down.
So this is her. And she gladly makes small talk. It's interesting to you.
Notes.
She's more than happy to make small talk.
Okay.
Doesn't really say much about herself. She has an interesting accent.
And bow.
sounds a little dwarven.
Dwarven?
Yeah. Ah, she talks like this. So,
Okay.
is this your first time in the caravan?
Yes, it is. Just came on yesterday. Was told this would be good pay. So, using the skills. Just gonna drive this caravan. You gonna be able to watch all sides?
Oh, I have sharp eyes and an accurate bow. Don't worry, I'll keep you
Now-
safe.
She has a dwarven, but looks-wise, elvish.
She is, yes. So she.
Okay. I'm gonna speak elvish to her. Do we have a common language or no?
She does speak Dwarvish, yes.
Not dwarvish, elvish.
Oh, Elvish. I'm sorry. She does speak Elvish as well.
Okay.
Yes.
So we have that. Elvish in common. Okay.
Yep.
So just as communication-wise. Got it.
And the most that you get from her is that she travels around. She says she lived for a while up north, and but it won't talk about her past any more than that.
Is she using this caravan cargo train to get back home? Since we're heading north.
No, she says, no, I don't. The road is my home now.
So you're just for the pay like me. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And is Luna? You're not guard. You're just riding along, right?
No, he's a guard.
He's a guard. Okay.
Combination guard and
Gotcha.
learning healer.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. That's all I'm making sure. So I got those two on me. All right. Yeah. Alamir's happy. He pets the horses, gives them an extra apple.
I'm training an herbalist, so if somebody gets cut, so I can throw some wet moss on there.
All right. All right, Smock. Back to your divine sense. Yeah. None of the merchants or other drivers or guards, other than the cultists, really ping as evil to you.
Okay. I can detect evil and good. Neutral is nothing.
Right. So there are definitely probably a good half of them that come up as nothing. That are just they're there to make money or whatever, or the number and actually in this other guard, Kashira, it pings, on the mildly good side, not anything significant. And you all head out. So, this is where we're going to begin our skill challenges. So I've modified this. The first 10 days will get you to Waterdeep. The last two will get you to the final destination, and we'll do a little bit. You're gonna spend time at some other places. And we'll kind of, if you want to do things, you can do things. We'll handle that narratively when it comes time. But to begin with, you are going to just be on the road, at least between Baldur's Gate and Daggerford, which is south of Waterdeep. Now, you only travel for 5 days at a time. Because it's pretty strenuous hauling these heavy wagons. So the way the caravan works, and this is Alamir, this is fairly common for heavily laden travel. Then on the 6th day you rest. You rest the horses, you give them a full day's rest, and then you continue. For the first 10 day of travel. And actually, let me restate how we're going to do this. You can, you have the list actually, and I'm sorry. Let me show you the list. So in chapter 4, in the chapter 4 folder, in chapter 4 player handouts, there is this caravan. Here we go. Here is the list. And this shows you all the people and where each of you are as guards and driver within the caravan. As well as, and then you have you easily will over the course of time learn the names of the different cultists too, which I haven't and actually, do I have all the names? Yeah, I gave all the names of all the cultists and all the mate. The only ones I didn't give names to were the generic guards for the other merchants. So there's everybody that you can decide to interact with, talk to, watch, whatever you want to do to try to learn more, or decide.
If we're 2x2, yeah, I am so nitpicking this. So I'm guessing wagon 1, wagon 2 are next to each other. So the cult are allowing wagon 3 and the cult wagon next to each other, or they don't care.
5
or only
five.
the cults.
So wagons 8 and 9 are next to each other.
Okay, the end of it. Okay, got it.
Yeah, because wagon 1 is in the front by himself.
Okay.
Samardag is.
So 8 and 9. The only mixed one is 8 and 9 then. Okay.
Yep.
Great. Who ahead of me? All right.
So the guard that was looking back and giving
who
people
was that?
looks. Which guard was that?
That is the second in command for the cultists. Down at the bottom, that's Fidurla.
Dimzazazadu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dimzanzadzu.
Where what?
Way too many
And
Z's.
oh,
Chulton. Got her.
Bless you.
So let me actually let me see if I can do this really quick here.
yeah, but where is that lady in comparison to the rest of the cult wagons? Then
So that is
They
a good question.
wander back and forth. Probably.
Here, let me.
They're on their own horses.
So yes, so they ride. They typically ride to the left and the right side of the colt wagons, of the first 2 rows of colt wagons.
Okay.
So, because they are on horses.
And guards are continuously crisscrossing each other, going up and down the line, or are they staying against their wagons the whole time?
They stay with
the
their
7
wagons.
guards.
So let me do something here. So I have. Let me just grab this map. I need to come here. Yeah. Let me go ahead and just do this. And I'm going to share. I'll show you the layout. So we're not always going to, I say we're not always going to have the full layout, and that's probably true. But I did do this. So now let me go ahead and pull everyone over. Okay. So here you can see the layout.
All right.
This is a big caravan. Over the course of the travels, you will occasionally see bands of gnolls, other humanoids off in the distance, animals. Everybody just watches you go by from a distance. You are not bothered by many of the threats that a smaller caravan might face. So.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Where's that lady that was talking to Alamir in his mind last night? Where's she located?
On the other side of the horses from where you are, Luna. So she's right down here.
Okay,
No.
so that is her.
Yep.
Okay.
No, that's Kesha. She's the one who just joined. It was this one over here. It was Ferdala Dresnishkevich.
Right. That's the cultist. Yes, but
Yeah, that was the one that looked at me, and I looked till her in the mind. Yeah, anything,
okay.
anything interesting?
I thought Luna was asking who you were just talking to.
No, it was.
Okay.
It was,
No.
Sorry, that was my
the message.
misunderstanding.
Okay.
Yes, she's up. She's
There.
up in front.
She's on your side, Luna. Haha. Have some.
Not always. Sometimes
Nope.
they switch back and forth, but
No.
I got
yeah.
you. And I'm going to keep my horse, the chest of my horse and the neck of my horse warm with prestidigitation, Luna warm, and me warm as we're going through the cold winds.
Okay.
About every hour, recast it.
Very good.
And
So-
you'll
Isn't that only 3
get extra
seconds?
berries and stuff if I see them along the trail.
All right. So everybody good with the layout?
Mhm.
Okay. So then how this works is everybody gets to do gets to either say how they're attempting to do something, to talk to someone, to interface somehow, to maybe to watch someone at spend evenings maybe trying to sneak and listen to conversations, whatever it is you might want to do. And you get to pick one thing, your key thing that you do each 10 day, and that's going to be a skill check. And other people can everyone can pick a different thing, or you can assist someone else, or so you can either do helping action or to give them advantage, or you can do you can do guidance or bless, whatever it is you want to do as your action. So who would like to go first?
Is this the first day or the first night after the first day?
This is the first full 10 day, the first 10 days.
And I don't know how I'm going to do this, but Alamir wants to talk to all the Teamsters.
Okay.
Find out, if it's their first trip, is this their 100th trip? How, learn not just trying to do the learning the tricks of the trade, but at the same time learning about the other people and what their skills are and how they do this and how they do that and who's been on this road before, those sort of things.
You can do that without part of this check, and all that information is actually in.
Okay.
So in Chapter 4 player handouts,
Okay.
you can pull up all those people starting with Samurdog, and that the basic information you can find out about them is in their description.
Okay, the reason I was doing that is I was trying to make a tighter bond between the Teamsters.
Aha. Okay. So that would be a check if you're trying to get
Learning their
a sense-
names, learning their this, so that basically we have each other's backs. Which also then I'm asking you, I'm guessing Teamsters stick together. Do the cultist Teamsters join? Or do they hang off by themselves?
I like where you're going with this.
Right, even on mode 2.
I like that.
That's, partially what I want to find out.
I like where you're going with it.
Because if it's an us versus them type thing, versus a come on over, have a banana, whatever the hell we're drinking.
So
Banana cocktail, is that what you're
Yeah, exactly. It's cocktail
I was
hour.
wondering the
You have-
same thing.
Show your Teamster ID and you can come in. It's a
And
union.
you can get umbrella drinks.
It's a union.
as you talk to these people, and what you instantly notice the first couple of days is that the cultists do keep separate.
Okay.
They kind of hang out separate and do their thing. You'll even notice that the guy at the end, I believe that's Oin. Is that Oin? No, that's not Oin. Who's selling the ale and stuff? That's Bade, yes.
Bade.
So you'll notice that even Bade doesn't get a lot of business from them. They will at most purchase they're allowed one beer or
Ration
ale
worth.
in the evening.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
And if any of the guards or drivers get up to go get another one, they're sternly
Looked at.
yeah, they get a stern visual reprimand and sit back down.
So what happens if I try to join their little cluster of Teamsters in a joyous and joyful manner of, how about them horseshoes? Aren't they the best they've ever got? Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Very good.
Jo-
You are
Are you bringing them all an extra drink?
Sure. What the heck? I pull out.
'Cause then they're offered it, and they're not
seven more-
trying to go get
I
it.
carry out six more ales.
I can help carry some drinks too. So
You're gonna join me, Smock?
I'd be more than happy to. Yes.
So what happens, Tomas?
okay. So
Evil laugh.
Smock,
Famous Smock
exactly
is with
what
them.
are you doing to help with this? Aside from just the helping
serving
carry
drinks.
and such.
I'm waiting for him to continue with, I think, his persuading thoughts or his persuading words,
Mhm.
and I will attempt to add in my persuading words of, it's excellent beer, and boy, the road dust sure is bad, and it sure is good to have a couple of these drinks with people we're traveling the road with, and
Exactly. We are
And-
all brothers in this blah blah blah.
Yes.
And if a biggin garden dude steps in with no, they can't have it, I will actually try to persuade him to allow them to have it.
Interesting.
And to join us in the parade of Teamsters.
and before he does that, I would hold him on the shoulder and say, yeah, go ahead and let him
I
have it.
go, shouldn't you be doing this persuasion check? No, go ahead.
I can, yeah. But I would do guidance on him
Okay.
if he's going to do that.
Excellent. So, then they do let you in. There is, and definitely, Naren, the leader, tries to dissuade, but doesn't put up it's not a very strong front. So if you bring over extra drinks, there will be, but you do notice that the cultists they'll accept it, they'll be happy, but none of them will drink it so fast that you could give them a third. They'll be sipping it, and sipping it in a way
Oh,
like
Yeah.
that they're watching Naren watch them, and so they're being
And I would be drinking it the same way. It's a pleasantry. It's a let's all get together. In fact, throw a couple of warm prestidigitations to their chests and make them a little bit happier and warmer because the beer is really good. I don't know, is it good?
The beer and the ale is actually pretty good. It's not great. I mean, whatever Bade, wherever Bade got the beer, he wasn't buying the best stuff he could find. He bought stuff. He knew it was going to be the only thing available on the trip, so whatever it was, people were going to be drinking.
Got it.
And it's good. It's not, you wouldn't
Great.
choose it over many other. It's not going to be your favorite.
Mediocre, but well priced.
Yes.
Maximum profit, not maximum taste. Got it.
Exactly.
And it keeps you warm, supposedly. Oh wait, it does with prestidigitation.
So,
What do you want?
what I was saying right before the stream started is, that the first couple 10 days is getting to know people, building rapport, that kind of stuff. So the DCs are going to be pretty high to begin with, but you spend the first week building up, building some, building rapport, giving out some free drinks and such, and seem to have a fairly positive response from the non-cultists. Go ahead and make a. So I will let you do, since you're building camaraderie amongst the group in terms of purpose, I would let you roll your merchant skill if you would like.
Oh, I will.
With advantage and with guidance, so an extra D4.
So this plus a D4.
Which Smock already rolled the guidance. So you
Okay.
add 1 to whatever you
Plus
roll.
1.
So 23.
23. You definitely get buy-in from all the other merchants. Even the couple who are relatively curmudgeons and don't really want to talk a lot. They all agree that yes, we need to stick together, and that this is a good thing.
That's
No problem.
And what about from our friendly neighborhood, them guys?
You get some nods. Naren will even agree that yes, this is being together for protection. That's why we're all here. That's about as close as you get from him. You don't quite get complete buy-in.
And I don't crack any of the other guys slipping anything before he gives them a
No, nope,
Okay.
you don't.
Okay.
So,
Hey,
because
I'm
you
good.
were doing 2 groups, that I hadn't thought about this before, but I'm going to give you both a success and a failure.
Oh, okay.
You get 1 of each.
All right. Cool. You guys got to do better than us.
All right. But you have, in fact, created a closer sense of camaraderie.
Yeah.
With the rest of the caravan.
Yeah, and maybe I'm thinking maybe with the others, but I think good thoughts.
Yep. All right. Who'd like to go next? Jinx, do you have something in mind?
Everything I'm thinking of is like, I want to do this later on. I want to do this later on, and the turning not randomly.
You can do it now and later. You can
whole
keep
time.
trying things as time goes on, and more you try it, as long as you don't nothing drastic happens.
I mean,
I would assume that I'm helping you too, whatever you want to do, because I'm just here to listen. Otherwise, and pick up on stuff.
okay, okay, out of game. I'm thinking that we can only use a skill once.
Oh yes, I forgot. I forgot that. Yes, thank you for reminding me of that one restriction.
Yeah, so I know they blew their 2 diplomacies or whatever. They're tried right off the bat or whatever. So I see him shake his head no. Does that mean I can use, because you allowed him to give him an advantage for using the persuasion or whatever when he was talking to him? Does that mean that I can use my persuasion for myself, but then use persuasion to give advantage to somebody else?
I did guidance, not persuasion. There is a difference.
Oh, guys, give him the advantage thing. Okay.
No,
I
no.
didn't- I
he-
didn't-
The advantage was given because of the way
Camaraderie
that
and
he
everything
approached
else.
it, the description,
Okay, cool.
and really and purchasing additional alcohol for everyone. Like that was that's what gave advantage.
We cheated.
Free alcohol. Yeah, you get
Yeah,
advantage.
well, that always works, doesn't it?
So did Smock burn something then yet, or does he still have to go?
No, Smock took his turn for the first 10 days.
Yep, he did it as support. You can he's supposed to support or the yard thing.
Mm-hmm.
My thought, honestly, was to for the first I feel like I got enough experience doing that yet to make it something. Dinner off time. I would like to play games with people.
That's what I was
And-
gonna do. Okay, I'm yeah.
Well, no. But my games are more of a you know how you have stuff that's like a like bets I can basically break into somebody's chest or whatever without. I'm not skilled in the stuff yet. I don't have time to do that yet. I'd like to support. No, I guess Spot. What are you planning on doing? What would you like to do?
I was gonna try to learn from the guards or be with the guards more than all of the teamsters and everything to understand who the guards are, what their likes, dislikes are, whatever, and then try to drum up games of cards or dice or whatever and just kind of get a camaraderie that way with the guards.
And could I spend this entire time around giving him inspiration and burn this first 10 days doing that?
Yep. So
So he can add a D8 to his rolls then.
right, and so what specific what's the specific purpose? I'm sorry. Say again.
To get camaraderie with the guards, especially the ones that are part of the
Specifically
merchant
just-
group.
Right.
Like Martin's doing the teamsters. I want to make sure the guards are all on our side, and just trying to build trust with them. And if the guards from the cult would come, which I highly doubt they would, based on that type of scenario, we would invite them to join in the games. Playing dice, cards, whatever. Small bets, nothing big, just a little bit of fun, that type of stuff.
Got it. Excellent.
Just your firstborn?
If any of the cult guards do come, well, maybe I'll save that for a later one. So I guess my first role would be maybe using my streetwise on street games to teach them how to play and, still knowing how to win all the time if I want to, but not wanting to right now as I'm learning and getting all their trust.
Right.
Because if we can get the cult guards in it at some point down the road or, farther down the road, then I'll use that as options to maybe get stuff from them later.
Got it. Okay. So very good. Yeah, I mean this is something that people already kind of doing. People are used to doing in the downtime, but you have you're introducing them maybe to some new games, and again, so this is really helping. This is a really good kind of team building exercise that you're putting together. So it works really well in terms of people wanting to play, most of them, the guards in particular, but you do not get. You can see interest in the cult guards, but none of them
Yep.
will join.
Which the first 10 day I would expect. So,
Yeah.
but I'm showing that I'm losing more often too than normal. I'm the majority loser out of everybody playing. To show them, or if they're watching and paying attention, like, dude, that dude sucks, and he's trying to play games against him.
Awesome. So go ahead and roll your streetwise with advantage, plus then Jinx can roll his d8 to add to it. Whoa. And it doesn't get any better than that.
So he's a 31.
A 31. Yeah, so that is a full out success. I'm just gonna write down 31. You get them all together. They love playing the games. You get various groups, even some who they didn't know each other before, and now they're becoming close friends. And everybody is really enjoying spending time together in the evenings.
And I'm assuming, because I'm trying to lose, more or less, how much money do I have to spend?
So, I'm not.
I mean, again, I'm not trying to make it high wager stuff right now. Just
Right.
Coppers and silvers maybe at the most. If it goes beyond a silver, I back out, or whatever, kind of thing.
So on the caravan, like I have in there, like a like you're getting paid. I think I have in there what you guys are getting paid. No, I don't. Not in
Yep.
there.
I'm assuming we get paid at the end of the trip, though, too.
Yeah, but what I'm going to say
Otherwise,
is
we're provided food and whatever on the way for most of our time.
Yep, I have in here what you guys are getting paid. You are getting paid. Alamir's making 4 silver a day. Luna and Jinx and Spot 5 silver a day, which is the stand. These are the standards for drivers and guards. Because they both showed up in better armor with war horses, Smock and Hef are getting 6 silver a day.
Okay.
Do I get any bonus for doing herbalism?
I will.
No.
On the first 10 day, I probably would say I won't spend more than 2 days worth of wages then, which is 10 silver.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm not worried about the money. Like we could nitpick how much you get paid, how much you spent. For the basic
3 gold, I think I'm good.
Yeah. We're not gonna. We're like other than like large payouts and large expenditures, we're not really going to worry about money
Okay.
in this campaign. So that's perfectly within reason for what you're looking to do. Excellent. Okay, Luna.
I'd take my time, go through the
Was that
The
2 successes for us then? Sorry.
That was
Since
a
Jinx was
a
assisting.
second success. Yes. So now as a group you have 2 successes.
awesome. So I'd go through the caravan, kind of let people know that I'm practicing learning herbalism. So if they got small scrape stuff like that, let me know and I'll help them.
Okay.
And I'm also looking to see if there's any herbalists there or other healer types that I can connect to and maybe learn off each other. And what I'm trying to do is build camaraderie where they trust me. And
Okay.
does that kind of make sense?
Can half assist him by purposely scraping himself to make him give him something to heal.
So then which of your skills are you looking to use for this check? What do you think? You aren't fully proficient in your herbalism kit yet, so you can't use that.
And that's why I was telling them that I'm not fully proficient. So
But I mean, you could roll just straight wisdom if you wanted, but or you could try to do it using one of the skills you are proficient in.
let's see here. Let me look here.
I mean, probably the one that would make most sense, since you're looking for somebody to who might have that ability, is to, you know, either perception to see people who might have the same type of equipment that you carry,
Yep.
or insight to get a sense of, you know, those people and who might, you know, be.
I'll try perception.
Try perception. All right.
Yes.
So, yeah. Unfortunately, I there's really I think you're gonna have to do just a straight check.
That's okay.
Yep. Oh,
How's that?
that's really good. Okay.
I'm trying to build camaraderie, build friends, get people on our side.
Yeah. Good start. Good start. So, you are talking about this as you ride and at night, and what you actually find is that the where'd they go? Oh, I don't think I put the name in here, did I?
I read through all the
No, I didn't. What you find is that the other guard that works with you in Alamir,
perfect.
she's like, herbalism. Yes, I've had some training. I know a thing or two if you're looking for some guidance.
I'm all open to it, and if we can help others while we do it, I'm very happy.
Of course. Very good. So that will give you the mentor that you need, so that by the end of this trip you will be proficient in herbalism.
That's perfect.
Excellent. But while that's a success, it's a personal success. So it's not going to add a third success to learning something on the caravan trip.
We learned something about her we did not know.
You did.
And that might give me ends to find out more about her
Yep.
and her background, see if she's trusty or not.
All right. So that's the end of the first 10 day.
So we got a failure for one assist, but then we got nothing for the other assist.
No, you got a failure because there were two groups that.
Oh, gotcha.
And you got a success on one and a failure on the other. So, and because I think the way this is going to end up with just a lot of little checks here and stuff. I might modify this a little bit, but let's. So here's what we're going to do. So at the end of within the first 10 day, I think we're going to maybe use the failures for level of events. So that would be Alamir. Roll me a d6, please. You are perfect, sir, in every way. Don't let anyone tell you different.
Never, never.
So, it is a clear day, and you are traveling north on the road, having your conversations, watching for trouble, which so far there has actually been nothing. Everybody, go ahead and give me perception checks. Perfect. So
I notice a theme.
you notice the theme? So Jinx, Alamir, Luna, and Spot. You're all. So that is everyone towards the back, which makes sense. So maybe, Hef and Smock are up at the front and they're entering a copse of trees, or kind of having a conversation with between themselves.
They're sleeping while riding.
And maybe as they're crossing, switching positions. The rest of you are looking around, beautiful clear sky, and you notice little specks far up in the sky. Some birds flying in the air. And every single one of you, you see these creatures. They're very far away, but they look like they're getting closer, and there's a good number of them.
Prestidigitation, booming voice. Look to the northeast, up in the sky. There's hundreds of them. I don't know.
It's a bird.
Well, you can yell loudly and bring attention. I don't think prestidigitation can do that. You're muted.
No, but I wanted it to.
I know. The cleric cantrip can do that. Thaumaturgy.
Can't prestidigitation throw up fireworks though, or something?
Oh yeah.
Just
there's
yell
many
loudly.
things it can do, but that's not one of them.
It's pretty minor fireworks, though.
It is.
I thought it can enhance your voice too, but
As far as I know.
How
only
about
thaumaturgy
minor
does that.
illusion cantrip?
So, but
Create
you
a
alert
sound
everybody,
in a
and
volume
everyone
and
looks
range.
up in the air.
Jack?
And as you're all looking, the specks become larger and larger. Smock, go ahead and make another perception along with Hef, just to make sure that you're paying attention. Yeah, so you and Hef hear the warning and look up just in time as you see these creatures. They have it's a blend of like the body and wings of a bird of prey and the head of a stag with antlers coming out of them. And these creatures that someone yells out, Peritons, as they swoop towards the caravan. Let me open this, and everybody roll initiative, please. And now I gotta go turn them all back on. Token layer.
I just want to remind you that comprehend languages is pretty much always going.
Okay.
I want to know what they're saying.
you think sturges talk?
Uh-huh. Bala, bala, bala. Bala, bala, bala.
Blood, 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 blood. Oh.
I'm just gonna, which ones? Let's grab, oh yeah, so let me do,
Just- It's like them saying food, food, food.
They're probably saying, mine, 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 mine. Or they're saying, there's meat on the table tonight, boys.
who didn't get in? Spot.
I'm still trying to find my character. There he is.
Ah, yes. All right, so now they will roll.
Okay, guys, don't expect anything else from me tonight. That's 2 20s and a 15. I'm
You're-
done.
You're done.
Now the fight starts, and it'll be once.
So it's only 3 of them after we saw so many of them, this guy?
Oh, we did it. All right. Awesome. So, how did that work this time? That's awesome that it worked. Okay, so let's go. Descending. Oh, and actually, what am I doing? I need to do. Jesus.
You need to put like 5 million other people on that turn order, don't you?
What I need to do is I need to add a turn for general guards, and I need to add a turn. I'm just going to add a turn for all the cultists through Federla, and at least for this battle. And that's it. That's all I'm doing. So let me do the guards.
So what about the merchants? They're all just frozen in their chairs?
The merchants will not fight.
Well, I know that, but they still got to run around like scared chickens with their heads cut off or something. We're being attacked!
Probably not leave. Probably gonna have their hands full keeping the horses calm. Initiative.
Okay, don't let him get to the merchants, guys, 'cause we won't know what they're doing or when.
And right, and him, which I'm really just gonna roll a d20. Ooh, look at that. I do him one. We'll just do that here. Okay, now we'll go descending. All right, Spot. What would you like to do?
How far away are they and how high up are they?
So they are where you see them on both sides. That is accurate positioning, and they are at that point around 45 feet in the air. On average.
If I were to run towards this angle here, would my breath weapon take out all 3? Or hit all 3? That far up?
Wait, you...
Oh, never mind. It's a 30-foot line. I thought it was a longer line than that. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
even reach them if they're 45 feet up.
Yep.
Okay, then I will hold my action if they get within range of me, and I guess I will move to here. If those 3 come within 20 feet of me, when they're all within 20 feet of me, I will use my breath weapon in the cone to try to hit all of them.
Okay. Got it. Excellent.
So when they get to about here, ish, yeah. That's what I would wait for.
Okay. Very good. Smart.
All right. Can I easily see this periton? And is there anything off, over in the distance, or is that just these 3 that I can see
You see them they like spread out and came from all sides, so you saw there, that there's 12 total, and
Okay.
and you see them all in the air swooping towards the caravan.
Okay. All right. Can I? Well, let's see.
Maybe if I use my fiery breath weapon like a dragon, the cultists will like me. I might get on
He's
the
not
good side.
wrong. I mean, that may be a
I mean, every
feature
time
later
I've
on.
used it, I think you guys have heard me say, fire of the dragon, and or whatever, and it comes flying out of my mouth. So
So they're 45 feet in the air, so you can't quite hit them yet.
Okay.
So you can see
In that case, I do Toll the Dead, Wisdom 15
Okay.
on this one.
Ooh. And yeah, so that rings out in the air around the creature, and it brays and seems unaffected.
Got it. I will. Can I? Go here?
Oh, actually, I'm going to add one more turn in here. Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
You're right underneath them.
Okay.
I never. Boom. All right, just adding in a little. Adding in the gargoyle. That's all. Perfect. Okay. The guards. The guards are all like, what? They're really kind of taking position. A couple of them move.
yeah, I just yell out to him, "Hold your ground, guys! Hold your ground. We'll be fine."
Actually, they don't all go yet. Yeah, and you can see actually. So, the ones that you've been working with, all like really jump out and organize really effectively to help, protect the wagons. So that's their turn, and they're. I don't think any of the guards. Nope. They don't really have anything else they can do, so they're holding their actions. Jinx.
So are you moving the guards and the cultist guards on the same round?
Nope. The cultists go separate because they're organized.
So they're going with Fid
Yep.
or whatever then.
Yep.
Okay.
Because he's basically coordinating them.
Yep. Just wanted to make sure.
Me, I am going to yell encouragement off to Spot since he's within range, so I'll give him the inspirational use. All that wonderful stuff. And I am going to use my action, and I am going to cast Hypnotic Pattern on the three closest to me up here.
Okay.
These three.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern to them and basically make them kind of dazed up in the air, if that's even a possible thing up there. But anyways, that's what I'm going to do. So they have a DC 16 Wiz save.
Okay. So, first one fails, second one fails, third one fails.
Boom. They're dazed. Or
Yeah. So
Stunned. Isn't it the stun condition?
the interesting.
incapacitated.
So they're 45 feet in the air, which means they immediately, their eyes kind of glaze over and they falter and they begin plummeting straight to the earth.
And then I yell out something like, "See that, guards? They really can't stay in the sky." Spot was
Did they
right.
actually fall though?
If they fly the wings, probably would.
Well, if they're stunned, they'd fall. But if they're incapacitated, I don't think they do. They're just
Their speed is 0.
locked in. Yeah, they're just flying in place, not moving. I would think.
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
just that they
call,
can't
so.
take actions or reactions. It doesn't mean that necessarily that they
Yeah,
fall.
I don't think they fall.
Okay, so they just kind of they're just flapping in the air. which is
It's
actually even
sparkling
more
light.
effective than them falling, because if they fell,
Yes.
they would come out
Yeah,
of it.
that's
Yeah.
the reason why I was asking, because I didn't think they'd fall because they'd come out of it otherwise.
Yep. All right.
Take care of my 3.
So let's there is
Cheater! I just yelled back.
All in favor of falling? Raise? No?
Oh, they're good the way they are. They're out
No,
of
Hef
combat
can
right
pick them off one by one.
No, we got a
If
focus
they're
fire when you
stunned
do
up there
that.
for a while. Yeah, I know, but if they're stunned up there for a while, they can wait till the end, and then Hef can just pick them off, and we'll take them down one by one.
Here, there is a. I know it's tough to see it on here, but there is a confused icon that I will put on them.
That's what that is.
Okay, they're all
I
confused.
feel like that was a successful first round.
Yeah, that was really successful. Is that it? You moving?
My job is to guard this this caravan, so I stay somewhat close, but still I'll wait till everybody else moves because I'm on a horse anyway.
Okay. All right, Luna.
All right, so I saw these 3 get paralyzed, right?
Yep. Yeah, they're just hovering in the
Just
air,
dazed.
So
and you saw the
since-
pattern that caused it too.
Yeah.
The
So
one's north of us.
I'm debating which way I want to do this. I got ones north, and then I got one southeast also. Do I know about the one southeast?
I'm prepared for those. If they come in, I got them.
All right.
Yeah, the way that you watch them all come in and surround the caravan and dive, so you know where they all are.
All right. Let's see what I want to do here. That's too far out, so
Yeah, you know I'm on this side, so if you say, Spot, you got them over there, I would be like, yep, go get yours.
Let's go take the north ones, the high north.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do and don't attack in something ranged anyway.
actually there's one thing I can do. So I can. And yes, horse goes with me. And these here, these 2 are within 20 foot of each other, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on those 2,
Okay.
and they need to make a, what is it, DC 14.
What's the range on Fairy Fire?
60 foot.
So you would have to. Do you have more movement? Because remember, they're 45 feet in the air too.
You'd probably have to move up to like here. Or here.
Yeah.
I thought
Horses
D&D
are
neglected
50
height
feet, right?
differences.
Yeah, I'd say you'd have to get 20 feet closer, which you should be able to on with the horse's movement. That should be good. All right.
Luna,
Dex
if you click and
saves.
drag over both your icons, you can move them at the same time. Just so you know. And you're muted, I think.
And what was the DC?
DC 14.
So the first one was unsuccessful. So
Okay.
it now, I'll put the purple on it. It now is affected by Fairy Fire. Is the second one was able to kind of fly, avoid the core of the magic. First one that was closer to you, it just envelops it and is holding its aura, enveloping the creature in the air. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Hef, it's no reason for Hef to move too far. He's gonna just kind of get more central, and he's going to hit this one on the far right up here, or attempt to, because this is what he does, and he hits for 9 damage. And that's his turn, because he's only level 3. And now the gargoyle. The gargoyle actually stays where it is, but it is prepared and holding an action. it will fly up and hover in the air. Maybe it'll come out here a little bit, but it stays right there by Las Fierro. And it is their turn. So this one will fly down at Luna and attempt to attack him. So it'll first attempt to rake you with talons. What's your armor class?
15.
So it hits for 9 piercing damage, and then it will try to gore you with its horns and misses. This one flies down at Fideris, and they are fighting. And this one, what's their movement? 60. Got it. 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, can come right. 50. And actually, this one can keep going by. So this one tries to attack Fideris, and then we'll keep flying by as it rises up into the air. They don't. These creatures do not provoke attacks of opportunity when they attack and then move away. All right, so these 2 guards, I guess let's just go ahead and ooh, nice miss. And the other guard, pretty sure that's a hit, and that guard is in really bad shape. Oh wait, how come those guards are connected? All the guards are connected. How come they're all connected?
They have health link.
Yeah, how come their health is linked? Well, that's not good.
Because they all have the same name.
Nah, I don't think that doesn't necessarily cause it. Okay. I'm just going to do this. Save. All right. That guy's really hurting. Smock. You rushed out, cast your spell. The one dives down and across. The other dives down and across. You can choose one. Oh, no, that's right. You had cast a spell on them. So they're diving by you. Oh. They do.
If they get within 10 feet, let me know.
You can choose one of them. Yeah, choose one of them when they're within 10 feet of you. They both are doing flyby to attack you. Oh, if it flies, yeah, when it flies out. This guard up here? No, we're just gonna leave it like that. All right. First attack on you. So actually, so Luna, I'm going back to you. You got hit with the talons, right?
That is the first attack. I think yes.
So you took an additional 10 damage from the momentum and power of the dive. Actually, this guy would too. So he's dead. Okay. Smock. First one comes within 10 feet of you. Are you? What are you doing?
Attempting to attack.
And you hit.
And I believe it's Sentinel, so
Yep.
it should be stopped dead in its flight.
So that would actually be, this one was closest to you, so it's going to stay right there.
And I will Divine Smite.
So I should have been able to do the same to mine too.
Yes, absolutely. Actually, you're correct. You
Resolve his first, and then we'll come back to mine.
Yep. And that was right. So that's your reaction. So then, and then it would try to attack you. So first talons. So that's a miss, and then a gore, and that's a miss. So first one missed you. The second one, as you're attacking that one, the other goes by and strikes out with its talons. Does the 19 hit?
Yes.
Then that does 8 piercing plus another 14 for a total of 22. The dive attacks are devastating. Especially when
And since I got one that basically stalled out mid-flight, does that other one get hung up too?
No.
Is it okay?
No. It flies right and it continues and flies by you.
Okay.
All right, Luna, go ahead and make the attack on the one that came down at you. And that hits. 4, 7. Okay.
Should be 8
Uh,
because of my brooch.
but that's for your But that's when you're wild shaped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not just when you're just using your weapons. You have to be wild shaped for the bonus. Okay. The other one here is going over here. 20, 40, 50. Actually, can't quite get there. So, and then, all right, spot. 10, 20. 40, 10, 20. So they're coming in. These two are coming in at you. This other is not coming at you. So you could hit these two.
Then I will breathe at the 2. Yep.
Got it.
And I will say, "Breath of the Dragon."
Nice and extra loud.
So, yep. Dex saving throw on their part. DC 14.
Okay. And a miss and a save. So that's 10 and is it half?
Yeah, it's half if they fail.
Okay.
Oh, so the first one was 10 damage. I don't know why it rolled it twice.
Yeah. So first one takes the full 10. Second one will just take 5. Very good.
I forgot to use my bonus action. Damn it. Oh well.
So that was 40. They have another, and this one gets up to you, and this one doesn't quite make it to you. So the first one gets up to you and attempts to attack with talons and misses. Does 17 hit?
Just hits, but is this a dive bomb, you said? Is it a projectile?
No.
No.
You can't deflect it.
I tried.
So you,
I just like grab the beak or something, you know?
but I did not roll very well, so you only take a total of 11 from the dive bomb attack.
Okay.
All right. And this one...
Actually, no. Never mind. Your inspiration is only for me, right, Al? I can't make it a negative against him.
No, you have to, I think you can use it to attack. You
It's
can use it
only
for
on-
saves. You
okay.
can use it for stuff like that.
That's
All
what
right.
I thought. Just wanted to make sure.
And then because somebody threw up a pretty rainbow in the air in the beginning of the fight, that's the end of their turn. Alamir.
Alamir is going to walk through Lai, give him the reins, go to right here, and he's going to cast haste on Spot.
Okay.
That is his action. His bonus action is going to be, he's going to look to see if these guys are CR 1/4 or less than my level, whatever, to see if they're
Your
mooks.
mooks.
Ah,
Rule.
excellent. So yes, you evaluate them based on and the knowledge of what you know of these type of creatures. These are full-grown peritons.
So
and
they're not.
They're not mooks. No.
So he's going then to take this. He hasn't moved his full 30, but he's just going to move back between the two. Sort of like you never saw me here.
Okay.
And that's what he's doing. He's using. He's not stupid.
You just got off your horse and left it there?
No, the merchant has it. Lie.
Oh.
This guy right here. That guy right there. He's holding. I said,
Gotcha.
hold on to these. He said, okay. And I'm there, and that's my turn.
Awesome. So I'm not going to move all the cult people around. Just narratively, they're fighting a couple of these peritons and stuff and keeping them away. The one periton in the middle that's flying by, they really, actually, do they have anything that allows them to...
I'm assuming they're attacking this one and this one, right?
No, Kashara that one's going for Kashara. That they're definitely will be fighting this one when it gets there.
The one that's in the middle of the crew too, looks like.
Yeah, this is the only one that's but it's on its upwards trajectory.
Those guys can all shoot at him.
That's what
I was just say, do they have bows or swords or spears or what? What do they got equipped?
They don't. The cult is similar to like the guards in this caravan. Don't tend to carry. So now Kashara
Has a bow.
has a bow. Actually, is she even in here? No, I didn't put her in.
I would assume we got to have some guards with crossbows or something, though, right?
All those guards shooting at it, all the arrows going up in the air, and then coming down and hitting people randomly
Yeah.
when they miss.
Yeah. Do you really want them to have bows?
That's why I was thinking crossbow, because it would shoot them out way farther than they would come down on us.
Oh, look at how appropriate that was. Kashara actually rolled a 1 on her +4 initiative. So yeah, she will eventually get to go. So yeah, let me just pull up. I somehow never did these creatures. The cultists. Wait, how come they're not showing up? How come they're not showing up?
I thought you were doing them with Fridella at the same time. Fridella?
I am, except I need their stats to roll,
Gotcha.
and they're not coming up.
Gotcha.
Well, this is weird. And there's here clear all filters.
These two go. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Yes.
Yeah.
You cannot play the computer.
You know what? It's as if. Oh, there it is. There's one.
It disappeared.
No, I don't know why it wasn't.
There are
shown
no
before.
guards. There are no cultists. It's all been a figment
turned
of our
chicken.
imagination. That's right. They've been transformed.
I just need.
Chicken!
Da-da-da-da.
Oh, I get that.
Yep, these are them. Okay. So that's it. All right. So they have scimitars. Yeah. So they're
Yeah, that's the ticket.
they're kind of, but they were so. But we'll say a couple of them are holding. Yep. So they're fighting. All right. I'm just handling that. I just need to see where they're at. Spot, your turn.
Okay, so there's one in front of me, and the other one's about 10 feet away, but on its way down for another down attack thing.
Yep. And the
And
one in
you're
front
hasted.
of you is trying to fly past and through you, but actually because it ended right
Plus
there.
2 AC.
It's probably hovering at this point. What's that?
I said haste gives me a +2 AC.
Yep,
I
and an
forgot
extra
about that
attack
part.
or yeah.
It can be used as the attack action. It can be used as dash, disengage, hide. Use
As
an
the
object.
attack action.
Or another attack. You can dash again. You can disengage, hide.
Yeah, it gives you one extra attack.
One weapon attack. Okay, because I was gonna say a whole nother attack action is 2 more hits, but
Right.
no,
But or you can
This
just
is only-
dash, disengage, hide.
well, that means I can use my bonus action to dodge, which I will go into first. Then I will use my attack action to attack 3 times, because I get 2 + 1.
But the third one is your bonus, right? It's your bonus
Not
action.
with haste.
Right. So with haste you get 3 now, right? Yes.
Correct.
No,
And 2
I'm
of those
fifth
you can
level,
use
so I
key
get
points.
2. If I
And you
use
can do key
my
points
bonus
with them.
action, I would normally get 3.
Yep.
If I use a key, I get 4.
Yep.
So right now I got 2 with my bonus action being dodge, and then 1 more with haste. So I get
And
3
then use
attacks.
your key, so you can do like 7.
If I use my key, it's a bonus action. I'm already using that to
Oh.
dodge. So
All we see is a blur.
That's right. That's a different spell.
so I will use my 3 attacks on the one in front of me, I guess.
Okay. All right.
We call him the streak, not the blur.
All right. Yeah.
24 for 10.
That hits. Yep.
26 for 5.
It's definitely bloodied and hurt.
And 20 for 7.
So, as
I'm assuming I'll hit, right?
I did that wrong. I had to have
Me
done
too,
that wrong. Wait a minute, because it already had 10 on it. No,
So that's 32 total.
Was that the one that failed, or was that the one that saved?
this is
and
the
only
one
had
that
5?
failed. But you know what? No, I did the math right. It is severely hurt and bleeding, but it is still alive.
After I hit it 3 times, I look at the other one that's jumping down at me, and I go, "You want some of this?" As I'm ready to like flick the last hit point off the other one to just make it fall down. Because I'm in dodge, and I'm in our AC 19 now, so
yeah, it's highly unlikely they're hitting you.
that's my turn.
All right, Smuck. You have the one still right in front of you.
Yep.
And the other
0
one is
speed, yeah.
starting to rise up, but is close enough that you could chase after it.
Okay. I will attempt to attack with my first attack on the one in front of me.
That hits.
19. Okay.
Why didn't your glaive warn us?
It's a good question.
You already knew.
It warns you when it's about to hit you.
Yeah.
Divine Smite.
It warns them when they're 5 feet away, and his attack is 10. So
Yeah.
So
So
14 total points.
So the glowing radiance just hits this creature, and it the feathers begin to glow and brown, and it falls to the ground.
And this is when the
Comment with
glaive gets really bright, and it's warning us, right?
Yes, it finally is getting around to warning.
Okay, good. Let's make sure you got a good weapon.
Yeah.
Do you
So
yell
second
on this
attack.
thing when you do it?
Sure.
No.
Nah.
Yeah, that is a good question.
22 to hit the other one?
22 hits. I assume you're keeping it in place?
Yes. Well, actually, if it's in striking distance, it's not my opportunity attack, so the answer would be no.
Oh, so
In other words, when it enters and I react, it's an auto.
right.
It's a reaction. The reaction causes the pause or the 0 speed.
Right.
Okay. 12 damage on that one, and I will Divine Smite.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa.
Boom. And that you
Wow.
did see a golden flash, partially from the glaive, partially coming from the sky, and it struck it down.
Yes, and it literally explodes outwards as it falls to the ground with its entrails like spreading outward. That was.
And then is this one over here? Because I'm not done with my movement. Is this one over here? What height is this one at?
It's probably about 12 feet above, 12, 15 feet above the ground. You could reach it for an attack.
Okay. I don't know if my bonus action works here. Let me look. Take action. You can use a bonus action. It says I can. So,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. So I do move over and I do the butt action. Ah! I missed.
Ooh. Yep.
There. And I'm good.
Excellent. I just want to double check something. Okay. That's interesting. Yep, that's good. All right. So now, yeah, you guys are doing such a good job. The guards, well, I guess there is the one here.
Guards just sheath their sickles and go, we'll wait.
Yeah. I'm just going to,
No,
in general.
They're just protecting the
You may clean my armor when we're done.
which is good.
Yes.
Yeah, well, his buddy just got killed in one blow. Pierced through the chest with an antler. I am actually going to do an attack for this guy. Yeah, that's no better. He's sitting there shaking in his boots and just trying to keep the spear between him and this dangerous creature. Jinx.
Just tell him to go into dodge. That's what he should do now. If he's scared, he's dodging. He just doesn't want to be it.
You need to train them that.
Well, after this, I guess that's what 10-day 2 is. Training them how to dodge.
Probably not wrong.
It'll be a persuasion check to have him do the hula hoop dance. Practice your dodge.
If you can dodge my fist, you can dodge an antler.
Lost my ability to draw apparently, or to measure. So I move all the way through, and with the horse and everything else, and then I am gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on this guy right here.
Ah.
Oh, do it to this one who's coming to hit me.
What?
Say, do it to the one that's diving down to hit me.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if I thought you wanted to tell you, but okay.
I don't really
know that if Spot would have been like that. You're not threatening the guy. You want to come after me?
Unless you want to protect the cultist lady, I mean, you can.
Actually, I am going to.
She might be your friend.
This might actually score points later on. So I am still casting Distant Whispers at this one.
Okay.
It's a DC 16 Wisdom save.
All right. And it fails. So it immediately uses its reaction to fly away from you.
Yep. It runs away 60 feet and it takes 12 points of damage. And then
over towards Smut.
Smock's looking for more entertainment, anyways.
Does Spot look like he got hit at all? To me,
Who?
Spot.
Yes, I am couched.
Yeah.
I did take damage, even
Um,
after
did
the
I-
temporary.
And then I actually cast Healing Word on Spot as well. That's my bonus action. Oops. So you take 8 points of healing if you need it.
That brings me back up to full.
Nice. You guys are rolling well. Okay. Luna.
And I yell it to the lady. I'm like, don't worry, I got you.
She and she looks over in your direction. Ah, thank you. I prefer them being further away.
That's right, she has a bow.
Yep. It's a pretty nice bow. All right, Luna.
So are the
Alright.
trees hindering our view of them once they got down to our level at all, or not?
Nah, these are like bushes.
Okay.
I guess technically these are trees here, but they're not really. They're not blocking any sight for combat.
So they're really tall trees, more that they came out of the trees and came into our view instead of them being covered by the tree now that they're lower.
Yeah.
That works.
Alright, so I'm gonna do bark skin on myself and then transform into, you know who I'm transforming into, wild shape.
While you're on the horse? Or are you jumping off first?
I should be able to jump off and transform as I'm going to the ground like I have before,
You still have
right?
your movement. You can move wherever you want. The horse stays there.
The
Okay.
horse is going to
Can
be
the,
scared.
can the
to crap.
horse do its move first? And then you can jump off the horse? because
I
the
mean,
horse-
you can
Yeah.
jump off the horse and slap it to go to run off, which it would be happy to do with the
And
parrot in there.
Yeah, and I'd jump off the side where it'll run back to the wagon train.
Does the
Yeah.
thing get an attack of opportunity on the horse?
I'm just gonna say no. It's focused on Luna.
It's Sentinel. Yeah.
Okay.
And since I've got bark skin and I transform, that's all my actions, so I can't do anything else.
Yep. All right. Hef shoots out another arrow. Really, not a lot. Actually, you know what? I know what he can do. Because he can do. Where is it? Oh, that's right.
Direct somebody to do something?
I can't. Yeah, no, I can't. He needs another attack so then he can have other people attack twice or attack on using their reaction. So in the meantime, yep, he's just gonna do 11 damage. He looks around. Really, and he'll just attack this one right here. Yep. Trying to help the scared guard. Actually, you know what? He will do that. He will expend a superiority die, which adds 8 damage to that. Wow. The arrow buries itself into the flank of the creature, and then he will use wait a minute, where did it go? Yeah, he'll tell the guard, move away quickly. And the guard can use its reaction to move away without getting an attack of opportunity on it. He will.
Nice.
He will do that. All right. And then the gargoyle still has. The gargoyle just floats there, protecting its cart. It doesn't care. Here we go. Their turn again. We'll start on the bottom with Spot. The creature right in front of you, Spot, is like just dripping wounds all over its body, bloodied and bruised, but it attempts to strike out at you.
Disadvantage.
Yep, disadvantage and 19 armor class now. So a miss. Ooh, that was close, but a miss. The second one comes in and will try to do a flyby on you. As it goes by, it will miss and miss. That's 20. It can go 10, 20, 30.
What's your AC now?
40.
19.
Okay.
But he was at disadvantage. That's why it's the 7 and not the 24.
No, I got you. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise the 17 would have hit me before.
So, I just want to just double check here something. Actually, yeah, the hypnotic pattern, it's until you take damage or someone wakes you, isn't it?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
It lasts 4 hours.
That is a powerful second level spell. All right. Luna, the one on you.
All right. So I'm going to attack this one now.
No. It's attacking you.
Okay.
It's their turn, not ours.
You have a 16 armor class, though, with your, right, 15
Yes.
or 16? So
16 bark skin.
it misses you.
It's also suffering fairy fire.
Right. That's just advantage to attack.
That's for you.
All right. I'm just going to roll a d6 here. 1 to 3, and it's going to go for Hef. Nope, it's not. It doesn't go for a new target, so it's chasing after the guard. Poor guard. So it goes.
Does he have a red shirt on?
All the guards have red shirts on.
Very good.
Red tabards.
If it's not red, it will be soon.
Yeah, because that right there.
Red, so they don't know where I'm bleeding from.
That wasn't actually a dive, so that one really did 9, but it only did 9 damage because that wasn't a full dive. But it will then try to gore. Oh yeah, and then it grabs the guard and begins to fly away with him. And let's see, that's 15, 25, 30, and begins to fly away with them.
All the guards except for one got a red X on them. Or a bunch of them did.
All right, Smock. You stop the one in front of you. It turns around.
All of our guards are not dead, though, right? Even though they all have a red X now.
Oh yeah, no, they're not. I'm sorry. I totally. Let me fix that really quick.
All the guys just collapse.
Yeah, one gets blown away, and the other.
And
this whole time
this is
in front
what
of
the
his
ride's going to
necromancer.
be like for the next 6 weeks.
There we go. Only that one's dead. There we go.
Do we get their pay if we're guards and team members?
Yes.
Of course. All right. Sorry. Did I do it? I did the attacks, right? So it missed. So that one missed you, Smart.
Yes.
This second one looks over, and so when it gets within 10 feet, are you?
Yes.
Got it. Go for it. Nope, that misses. So it was flying. This isn't a diving attack, though. So you take 8 piercing damage as it flies by. And it is flying up in the air. So actually, the last 20 feet would have been gone 20 feet up, right there. All right, finally, that's him. Alamir.
There we go. Alamir is going to step out. He's going to cast one of these little magic things that said thingamajiggy. He misses, and he's going to step right back in between. Now you see me. Now you don't.
Okay. Look, Kashara. She didn't really get a turn last time, but she does now. She looks at the one that flew by her. It's over at Smock. She looks around. She's actually this one that's trying to fly away. The one that just did a flyby on Smock. She's going to target that one, which she should be able to easily reach with. She's going to use her Archer's Eye, and will add 2 to her attack roll. And then she's going to a 13, so that's a 13, and a 13 is barely hits, so she does 9 points of damage. And then she's going to shoot a second arrow, and she's going to do Archer's Eye again. Oh, no, that's, after making, I'm sorry, that added to the damage. So she missed with that one. So she can't, okay. So the second attack, so she missed with both attacks.
F needs to give her some lessons.
Yeah. And then all the cultists. So, I'm going to say that this one and this, yeah. I'm just going to say that the cultists have all taken that one out. Spot.
Well, I'm going to attack the one ahead of me first before doing anything else.
Okay.
Hmm. 17 to hit.
Yeah, that did it. You finish it off. What do you how do you finish off this poor creature?
Like I said when I was waving at the other one to come bring it on, I just flick this one in the head really hard, and it just falls down to the ground.
Yep.
Finger
Flops
flick.
it right over.
I want to see how far you can run during your regular movement.
So you're going to take my horse? Okay, I will move up to here, hand my horse off to Alamir, and then I will jump down. So that was, 10, 15, 20 feet? From my 100? No, from 50. So I got another 30. So I'm going to go to here. Is he within range, or do I need to stand my horse to get... I don't know how high up he was.
Your speed is doubled.
Yeah, I know. That's 100 feet.
Right. Fly.
If you... He is... So, yeah, he was doing a flyby, so he is on his way up. If you want to try a long leap from the back of the wagon or a leap off of Alamir's horse, you could attempt that. It would just be an athletics or
Well, I'm just going to
check.
stay on my horse then.
Okay.
And the way I don't have a saddle on my horse, I ride with soft furs or cloth over the back of the horse so that I can use the horse to stand on.
Yep.
I've practiced balancing on a horse, and I like jumping off of horses and all the other stuff, so that's kind of like how I imagined this character to ride a horse. Is not necessarily bareback, but damn close.
Very good. Yep.
So then I will stay on the horse, and by standing on the horse, am I within 5-foot range of him then?
Yes.
Okay.
So that hits.
So that would be my 5 or 10, 20, 30, 35 feet on the horse over to him, and then I will attack him with my second. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm going to roll his D8 on top of that.
Yep.
So 17 to hit again, which is 8 points of damage then.
Yeah, and that works.
And then I will spend a key point and do 2 more attacks.
Okay.
Actually, no, I get 1 more before I have to spend the key point because I'm hasted, so I get 3. I've only had 2.
Right.
So let me do that one first.
Okay.
Oof. 18 for 10.
And that does it. That drops the creature out of the air.
Okay. Then I will jump off the horse. That's how much feet? 10, 20, 35, right? So I have another 65 feet
Yep.
off of the horse. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65 gets me to there. As I run over towards Luna, as I see one on him still.
Yep.
And can I spend a key point now to do 2 more attacks as my bonus action? With my darts? Because before you said they were martial or monk weapons and I could use them with my flurry.
They are. Yes. So
Okay.
yes, you can.
So then I will attack the one on that, which I get advantage on because of... So 24 for 5.
Yep.
And a 20 for another 7.
All right. And they both stick in the side of the creature, and actually you had advantage on both of those.
Yep,
So
I
you
rolled them with
definitely-
advantage.
Yep.
Because of fairy fire.
Yep. All right.
Okay, that's everything I got then.
Smart.
Wow.
I'm not in dodge right
Hasted
now.
monk.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I like what he's doing. That's great.
100-foot run with 5 attacks.
You're just
No, I had to
real-
research how to do this. So
and
14 hit?
Well done, Elmer. 14 hits.
Hang on. Did the wrong one. So remove the 6. Oh, never mind. Leave the 6.
Oh, and I
Yeah.
did that wrong.
Yeah.
It does help, that I am rolling okay tonight, though, too.
Yeah.
Second attack, 15 hits.
15 hits.
And 8, and I will do a smite.
Okay. Yep.
Dead yet?
So nope, not yet.
Okay, butt action. Hits.
Hits.
He's loving it.
7, and if it's not dead, I divine smite.
It's not. I mean, you have to choose before you know if it dies or not.
Okay.
And that doesn't quite drop the creature. It
Well-
is.
That's all I got.
Yep.
So next one.
All right.
I
Yeah.
missed it. Did Hef shoot the one that was flying away with the guard already last round?
Good question.
He had shot it before it flew away. Jinx, your turn.
That is one less cultist guard, though.
Oh, that's
No,
right, they
those
go
are-
after him.
Those
Okay.
were both normal guards.
Oh, they were?
Those are
Dang.
not cultists. Yeah.
Yeah, I lost 2 of my new friends. That's not okay.
they're just unconscious till they roll no death.
Well,
all
the
their
one
death
is
We can do a
being
memorial
thrown
service.
away. So
And no, there is no
been
death
2
saving
rounds since the
throws for
first
the
one
guards. They're not significant enough to get death saves.
but they are
Not
when
sure
they have
why
to
it
help
is.
us fight the cultists.
I'm not sure why it is, but I can never seem to find the measurement stick thing all the time. It disappears.
It's right in
So-
right in the middle.
It's not around mine right now.
Huh.
So then I just have to ask the question, Tom. Our guards are mooks.
For you guys,
The guards that we're traveling with are mooks because they seem to be dropping pretty fast. I don't know.
yeah, no.
Or do I have to spend a bonus action to figure this out?
No, hold on. Yeah, they're definitely mooks for you. Yes.
Okay.
Horses have 40 feet movement, right? Only.
40, 40 or 50.
thought
Riding
they were
horses, I think, is
50.
50.
War horse is 60.
Extra riding horse is 60 feet.
60. Okay, 60.
I have it
60?
in my extras. Yep.
Then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers again on that same one that was flying away.
Ah, okay.
I don't want it to get away.
Okay, so wisdom save.
But you're forcing it farther away.
It like, yeah, that like helps it. It wanted, so it begins flying away, and it flies.
Like, you know,
it
might
actually
roll damage like
continues.
40 times.
Huh?
I was legging out, I think, on the app or something like that because it wasn't applying what I was trying to apply.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does
So
it get damaged too?
it's off the map. So yeah. Yeah. What's the damage on it?
That's what I was trying to make it do, but it wasn't doing it apparently.
You can't click on it. There we go.
A whole 8 points because I had to click it the other way.
That's not bad. Yeah. So it is really hurt. It looks really hurt.
But Longbuck can still hit it.
True.
And the
The
smock.
gargoyle never went out and attacked it as it was flying by?
No.
Bummer.
He's a
It actually was going to, but then it ran away.
And then does Smock look like he's did you get hit at all? You got hit?
Yeah.
Does he
I'm
look
exactly half.
I was gonna say, do I see tears in his eyes?
You see blood rolling down his cheek or out his nose.
With a smile.
With a smile. Okay. I will cast a healing word on him then. For 10 hit points.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, Luna.
All right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna chomp a little bit. And that should be at advantage.
Yep, that hits.
And piercing.
For 11.
Yep.
And it is definitely very hurt.
And that's all I got.
Okay. Hef. Yeah, Hef. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me just take a quick look. I have an AI script for Hef. Okay. Yeah. Really though, under the situation, it's going to go ahead and try to hit the one that it was attacking before. Okay. And he does, and he drops it. And the Periton and the guard's body fall to the ground. The gargoyle doesn't have anything to attack. So it is the one. So the Periton that was in the air over here will fly off. Actually, I'm just gonna do that, and it will double move, fly 120 feet far away, and it was already an extra 40. It's a long ways away. And the one on Luna will attempt to slash with talons, and then with its horns and misses. And then the one on Smock, same thing. And they all miss. Alamir.
All right, Alamir knows what his job is. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to look at this thing and go, never. Oh, no, it's a whole other character. Never mind. And he's going to do one of these things because this is what he does. That's about par for what he does. So he's going to take his last 10 feet and jump right back between the horses. Nope, he's going to move up to these cards. Okay. Now he's done.
Yeah, but you can take credit for about a quarter of the damage that Spot's doing.
Okay. Go ahead.
He can take credit for all of it if he wants.
All right. Kashara, really doesn't. That one's dead. So, I mean, really, she's just she'll attack this one, the one that's in front of Smock.
Longbow, she can still hit that one from way back there.
Yep.
It's not that far away.
With the one that was flying off.
Yeah, she's got a longbow, man. The range on that thing is ridiculous.
I know it's a disadvantage though at that distance. It's well over 150 feet. So she'll.
And I want to warn everybody before we start attacking the three that are dazed that we should. I'll hit it first with something so that it comes down to attack me before everybody else nails it, just in case we can't kill it all in one round. Once these are gone.
And she finishes it off. She looks around. She sees the one on Luna. And misses. That's good. Yeah, they're all done. Spot.
The one on Luna is still alive?
Yes, it is.
And you have advantage on it.
Yep.
Did she have advantage when she shot too?
Natural 20, so that would be...
Yeah, she did, but she rolled a 7 and an 8.
Why does it have savage attacks critical and bludgeoning critical?
Yeah, that's weird.
Is that supposed to be just the one, not both, right?
No,
or did the dice explode?
Every die gets an extra die, technically. So yeah, you just absolutely.
So 22 damage.
Yeah.
One hit.
Boom. From behind. So the three. So Jinx, I'm going to ask you. So these creatures are in the air for approximately
5 more rounds, right? 4 more rounds? No, 6 more rounds, I think. We only went 4 rounds, right?
Yeah, so about another 6. So
yep.
What...
Once we down all these things, I would turn it on, and I'd be like, okay, guys, I'd be focus fire.
Focus fire on one, and I will try to throw a dart at one so that it comes at me first, I guess. But if I miss, then it's going to be
any
whoever.
Ranged attack people, I would say, want to do like an instant, like everybody fires ranged attacks at one time. So if he throws a dart, everybody.
Plus it's stationary. All the bow people can aim beforehand, and
yeah. So we'll just narratively, you can take all these things out if you want. Like they'll try to fly away too, unless you just enrage them. But if you're looking to destroy them, you can coordinate and take them out.
Yeah, that's the idea.
That's what we do.
Got it. All right, then they are.
And then try to go save the 2 guards that are downed if we can.
Nope, they are dead.
Did the redhead lady actually hit one then?
Yeah, she killed the last one that was on Smot. Took his final kill away from him. All right, and you have done it. You have
made level 6. Yay!
Ding,
No,
ding,
no,
ding.
no,
All right.
Ready?
No, you.
Well, he
have-
wasn't finishing his sentence fast enough, so I was just trying to help.
Yeah, no, you. I added extra creatures. I have to remember that with you guys with your with extra feats and stuff, and really though that first spell that made a big difference. That this could have gone quite a bit different without the success that Jinx had with this spell. But
It could have went very different very quickly on any of us if
Yeah.
I wasn't rolling good or haste wasn't applied to with the extra 2 AC.
so that was very well done. That turned a very deadly, because you guys basically fought all but 2 of them were on you guys. Well, basically all but 3. But 9 Peritons at 5th level is definitely not even a basic level, but a fairly strong level deadly combat. You guys did really well. All right. And yeah, so Nair Height is definitely, he's very upset. The guards' bodies can get. What does he carry? What does Nair Height carry? What is his cargo? Does he have like room that he could put them in his?
I was gonna say, if we
Put 'em
can't
with
put
the alcohol.
bodies on one of the carts, then I would make some medical triangle thingies to drag behind my horse, and we could put them on there, and I will use my horse to bring them back, secured on.
One of the carts is carrying birds. We could feed the birds.
Okay.
I can. I'd
No,
be
these are my
willing.
friends.
I'd be
I
willing
made
to
friends
give
with
up
them
my
last
war
night. What are
horse.
you talking about?
I'd be willing to give up my war horse to carry the two bodies, and then I can summon a steed.
He actually, so he's carrying Kalashite silk, so it can be kind of pushed and piled to a side, with so that
You don't put them on there. You put them in with the porcelain. We don't
Is
care
that-
about the porcelain. It's going to break
Porcelain.
anyway.
Is that the silk that's infested, though? I do not say that near him, though.
That's a good
We
point.
put it on whatever ones. If some of the merchants, with Martin's, suggestions and now good ties with them, if they'll share some of their stuff onto another cart to free up room for a body here or a body there.
I say we throw it with the alcohol. It all tastes like crap anyway.
And that's
And
probably
we-
going to dwindle even more as we go. So there'll probably
Exactly.
be the most room there, yeah.
Would we be able to get a short rest?
So yeah, so this will, like I said, like you guys really you can actually take a long rest. So nothing happens
Take a long
for
rest.
the rest of this
Potentially the
particular
night.
day. Like I said, this caravan does not get bothered by very much. So it took a huge number of these creatures to think that they could grab a couple of people and fly away with them.
Well, they did grab a couple of people and fly away with them.
They grabbed one.
They dropped them.
Yeah.
So
Afterwards, I would go around just
While
seeing
haste
if
is
anybody
on, I'm
got
just
killed.
running back and forth as much as
Yeah,
I
you're
can.
just
get my
running as you
exercise
can.
in.
Oh, it lasts a minute, so you're good.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Andale.
all right.
I will go scout for the next minute and then take a really long walk back.
So
And
at
I
the-
spend the next
so Spot, roll. I know you're not proficient in it, but go ahead and roll a performance check.
Performance for what?
For your breath weapon.
Oh. Well, how's a natural 20 with a -1?
Wow.
That's as high as I can go.
Wow, another crit. That's your fourth 20.
Yep. But one of them was for initiative. That doesn't count as crit.
I don't
Whatever
know.
you're drinking or taking tonight, keep it up.
Um,
That's your lucky charm.
water.
Okay. So that night when you are playing your games that evening, we'll go back to Caravan. So that evening, when you're playing your games with, and you know there is the other guards are a little, you know, they're sad, loss of a couple of companions. So there's a little extra drinking. And
Yeah, I would
kosher
think that we're not playing a whole lot of games, just more drinking and talking and commemorizing around who they were and what they did and if they had families and stuff like that more.
Yep. You uh, notice a new person walking over from the area of the cult camp. Somebody who hasn't approached you so far this trip. And it is Fidurla. So Fidurla is kind of comes over, and she has a drink in her hand, and she kind of sits down and just kind of sits there quietly listening to the conversation and nodding, and at an appropriate moment will speak up and say, they seemed like fine men. It is a loss. My condolences to those who are friends.
I raise my glass and I go, "Here, here."
And she toasts and takes a drink. And we'll just kind of sit and listen.
So I guess when she comes over, what would I do? I would make sure the tattoos on my hands of the dragon claws are visible more. Just to see if it piques her interest a little bit more or whatever, and try to engage her in conversation. Not necessarily about anything, but just trying to get to know her and where she's from, what she does for a living, you know, just normal chit-chatty type stuff, I guess, to start with.
Very good. So here's how we're going to work this. This is going to count the battle, the natural 20 that you just rolled. This is gonna count for a third success.
Woohoo!
What? I guess really this is kind of specific. Does do you have an idea of what kind of information in general you would hope to gain from this particular interaction?
Okay, so out of game context right now, I would assume that we all talked about this beforehand of what we try to want to learn, right?
Yep. So if you'd like,
And
you
did
can
we
all
task any of us with certain things to try to find out that we might be more advantageous to get versus somebody else?
Right.
What would you guys have told me to try to find out or understand? This, I guess, is more for, Smock and Alamir, because, they're the ones that I take leadership from at this point.
Why are they
No.
taking this loot north? What's the purpose?
That sounds good.
So just what their general,
Yeah,
the reason
what-
why they're heading north.
And what they're carrying.
And to try to find out what they're carrying. I would think that would be more you than me, though.
Do we have
Being the
specific-
merchant or the...
Right. I mean,
trying to figure out-
I can try and do something like that, but yeah, if you want to find direction, then I'll be over the next 10 days. I'll be trying to figure out what it is.
Okay. Is there anything else we want to know that we want to divvy up among who wants to find out what?
Ooh. Okay, again, player talk, not character talk. Do we want to start asking
Correct.
about, oh god, what were the two we fought in town?
The half black dragon.
Those and
the Red
Razmir
Wizard.
and Red.
With-
Yeah, do we don't even want to bring them up, though, do we? Because we don't want that
No.
to be...
That's why I said down this third day,
Okay.
10th, 10 day, down the road. We want to find out more about maybe the leadership.
their organization.
Yeah. They were-
That was kind of my train of thought too, why I was holding
Okay.
my main two abilities
So-
until then.
Okay, so then I guess part of this conversation for me then, Tom, would be to like, well, where are you going? What are you guys headed towards? Or is there some kind of place you want to reach, or,
And as additional context, since you weren't here last week, when you first saw
You're back.
Fedurla and Nahiran, you saw them and some of the other people in the cult. The other people in the cult in general just kind of like looked over and didn't really pay you much attention, any more attention than they paid any of the other caravan guards.
Yep.
and other people. She watched the group, intently, as long as other cultists around her weren't interacting with her or paying attention to her. She immediately zoned in on your group when you showed up. And then Alamir sent her a message with his cantrip, and she had like a casual flippant response to it. Didn't seem perplexed by it at all. So just so you have that, like she seemed to be interested in your group from the very get-go.
So she's trying to find out stuff about us as we're trying to find stuff out about them, which would make sense. So I guess I would still want to guard our information, and I would still try to figure out, like just casually, like, oh, where are you headed to, or where are you guys planning on getting to? I mean, is this caravan going to go all the way there, or are we stopping somewhere else? And then if she says she doesn't want to answer, I'll just, oh, that's fine.
Do you want to play it like you're looking for your next job in case they're going on further than where we hired to take this caravan to? So we're like looking for our next jobs.
Not at this point, because we're only in the first 10 day.
Back, sorry.
So she looks at you, and there's some other conversation ongoing. She asks, she goes, those are interesting tattoos. What meaning do they have?
Well, I've studied under the way of the dragon at my monastery, so given the chance, I came across magical ink and had the dragon claws tattooed on my hands, which helped me focus my ki more.
Very interesting. During the battle, you were extremely fast and effective.
Yeah, part of that was because of my friend. He likes to give me a slap on the butt, metaphorically speaking, every once in a while.
I see. Well, in answer to your question, we are traveling beyond uh, Waterdeep, um, as far north as the road currently takes us, um, which is to the roadhouse. Um, and then she leans in really close and whispers so that only you can hear. And then further to Castle Neritar. Beyond that, that is the end of my trip. Or, well, actually, I may not even make it to the castle. But that is where the goods are going.
Do I know anything about Castle Marintar?
Only that is where the note that Luna had seen on the desk of Frula Mondath had said that the treasure was going to.
So out of all the stops that we've done and some of the research that Alamir and Luna have done so far, we don't know what that is though yet.
So what you know about Castle Neritar to date is that it used to be, most recently was used as a astronomical observatory by researchers associated with Candlekeep. But that it's been abandoned for, I believe, 30, 40 years.
Okay. I guess my comment then would be more along the lines of, well, hopefully our paths continue once we get to Waterdeep. But we'll see what work I can find at that point, and that's where I'll leave it.
I'm sure if you wish to go further, that will happen. Between now and then, perhaps we'll have more conversations, share more drink. But for now, I must get back
like
to
a
my
good
friends. And she stands and walks back. You see, she goes back over and she sits next to the main guy, Naren, and he leans close and they have a short little conversation. He nods his head and then goes back to finishing his meal.
And I don't stare at them at all or whatever. As soon as she leaves, I kind of, if I'm hopefully positioned to watch her walk back, great. But if I'm not, I would just go back to boistering and talking to the guys and everything to make it look like I'm not that interested in what she's doing as she walks away.
Very good. All right. And that brings us to the end of the first 10 day. So
at some point while we're riding, then I will let Jinkin know, and when he gets a chance, I'm assuming we'll spread it through the group. At least that we know that that's their point, but I don't know if she was lying to me or not. I'm not that good of a judgment. A good judge of, that type of stuff. So that's why I didn't even want to roll on it.
I mean, in the evening, you figure you have the evenings, you have, guard duty at night. As during the day when the caravan is riding, like there's opportunities to, walk around. Those of you who are guards can easily switch positions and stuff and move around and talk. There's you can all get together in the evenings and eat dinner together. That's not a problem. So
when we eat together, my suggestion on that, we would eat together, but not like eat together. So we're not like always just together, like we're not.
I'll hang with the Teamsters.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, It's a long trip. We can all
Yeah.
kind of intermingle every night.
Yeah, I was gonna say, at most we might just sit down together to like physically eat our food, but then not sit there and hang out with each other all night long. Then we just go hang out with our new friends and make more acquaintances or get to know them better and all that type of stuff.
Excellent. Smuck. So that evening, you are approached by leave this guy right. By Nairheit, the merchant whose guards were killed, and he has a pretty thick Southern accent, and he says, "So," which I can't do. So just assume like a thick Arabic accent or a slight moderate Arabic accent.
Okay.
So I hope, my friend, you and the young one seem awfully capable, and fought valiantly in defense of the caravan today. Thank you for all of your work in defense.
You are welcome. Defending the weak is something we do. Obviously, it was good we were here. Bahamut watches over us, and that's what gives us our capabilities.
I do appreciate it and hope that perhaps since my gods were did not make it through the battle, that perhaps in your
gods died in the battle?
his gods died. No, that you will at least take into consideration myself and my wagon, and being in close proximity of Semadogs, and help ensure that nothing happens to me, at least until we get someplace where I can replace my men.
It seems a reasonable request. We'll have to make sure with the caravan leader that this is the logical way we do it. I'm sure we can redeploy and move people around, but that'll be up to the caravan leader. But yes, of course, you could consider it. I will be trying to defend you as well as anyone.
Oh, thank you. I for whatever time it takes till I get replacements, I shall clear it, of course, with Semadog, but I shall pay you what I would you and the boy what I would have been paying my men in the meantime. So your pay shall be doubled.
Okay, sir. We will do our best.
Man, you're just rolling in the dough.
What's that? 12 silver a day? Woo! Let's stop. Who needs to adventure?
I'll tell you what, if I get close
1.2
enough,
gold a day. That's pretty damn good pay.
if I get close enough, I use invisible mage hand to knock stuff off the cart and everything else as they're neglecting their full concentration on the one caravan.
I was going to say, if the guy was smart, he would know that overall we're protecting the whole caravan. We're not just going to walk away from him.
Mm-hmm.
And he could save money. I mean...
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, the resentment the rest of the guards will have against that particular firm
you
from
might
those
not be
two.
liked by them.
I honestly, that those two guys, they're getting the extra money, and the fact that they're doing kind of the job too. Quite honestly, that guy just lost any protection from the rest of the caravan. So in a way, it hurt him.
Maybe. Depends how it's handled.
Unless Mock offers to buy beer, serve
Yeah.
everyone.
And by the way, if in theory, if this was a private conversation, none of you
I'm
heard
just
it.
kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody would catch wind of it at some point because, people talk.
People talk. Gossip?
Yeah, we've been trying to get them to talk, and we've been failing our checks. So no, they don't.
Well, when I say people, I mean they like to talk about stuff like that.
True. That's true.
So, all right. So that's the end of the 10-day, and it's a good stopping point for the evening. So we will end
Level
here
6.
and pick it up next week. The end of episode 24. So thank you, gentlemen, for playing. Thanks to all out there watching our adventures. And until next time, may your life be filled with peace, joy, and love.